Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame. Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. All right, so this one right here is one of my duels from my Heart of the Underdog tournament. I actually updated the deck after this tournament to make it better and more consistent. And this duel right here, basically I open up Stratos and Mally, and that is full Cosmos Neos lock. You just follow the same, basic route that you normally would with heroes, except you need to add the vanilla Neos like differently. So here you'll see me go into Cross Crusader, and then I'm actually going to use his effect to add the vanilla Neos. And then I'm going to make my Infernal Devicer. And this just makes it to where I don't draw, either of the Neospacians when I go into draw my cards with our E-Hero Graceful Charity. So we're going to bring out the Infernal Rage Flame Wingman like we normally do, add the favorite contact, and then, draw our 2, discard 1. I actually think in this video I drew the dolphin. So actually, like what I normally do at the end of the combo is I'll do DPE with Wake Up, and then use DPE to pop Wake Up, and then Wake Up to special summon out our elemental hero Spirit of Neos. Then you add Neos Fusion, and Neos Fusion is the final piece of the puzzle to send the dolphin to the graveyard. But yeah, since we do the dolphin, we don't need to do it. We're just going to continue doing our normal combo lines here. There goes the Mally, hits the board. And I think like right here, I kind of thought I had messed up somewhere, but I actually really did, because since I drew the dolphin, I did my combo line a little bit different, and yeah, I just got a little bit excited there. But I like to make sure that I have DPE because they can still set cards, and I like to be able to pop them. And yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier, like against decks like Unchained and, back row decks, to go ahead and pop that card that they try to set back there. So I do go ahead and Miracle Fusion into the Wake Up anyway. Like I said, I messed up my combo line, but I really wanted to make sure I got DPE out there. But as you can see, Stratos and Mally is easy combo for this. I also probably should do like a combo video tutorial on how to do the combo the correct way. But yeah, during the end phase, I go ahead and pop my DPE because I want to special summon him back into the Wonder Driver Zone to set my Miracle Fusion. And then we're going to flip up the favorite contact here. We got all the pieces. Put those up under there. Special summon the Cosmos Neos. Tell my opponent that he cannot activate cards or activate cards in response to this. He just goes ahead and ends his turn. We're going to flip up the Miracle Fusion to go ahead and bring out our Ab-Zero to give us enough damage to go ahead and finish our opponent off. But yeah, like the crazy thing about this deck is, like I said, Stratos and Mally is a full combo because you're able to, just do the normal hero line that you would normally do, and then go into like I said at the end, you go into Spirit of Neos instead of Shadow Mist, and then like with the Spirit of Neos' effect, you'll add the Neos Fusion. And yeah, so after this tournament, I discovered a couple things. I ended up losing in top 4 here, but there were a couple of things that I did wrong with the deck, so I redid it, and I played it in another tournament where I actually like went undefeated in Swiss, and then ended up losing in the finals to a person I beat in Swiss. But it's all good. He was a YCS champion, so we'll take that. So now going into game 2, my opponent plays Dark World Dealings, allows us to draw a card, discard a card. So I end up discarding my Book of Eclipse, and then activating Droll and Lockbird, which actually doesn't do anything. As y'all can see, he is playing Mayakashis. And I think that's like one of the things I really like about this Rogue tournament is like being able to play against the different decks, seeing like people's decks that they would play, like if you didn't have to like worry about decks like Kashtira and Rescue Ace, and we play against those all the time. I actually like seeing the different things, learning how to play against random stuff that I might see at a regional those first couple of rounds and stuff, because it teaches me how to play against them. And so I end up playing against Mayakashi in this round. He also gets the zombie world out there, so it's like one of the things I have to keep in mind is that I can't make Cross Crusader when I'm doing my combo, because he actually requires 2 warriors instead of he requires 2 warriors instead of 2 hero monsters. And also I can't make Wake Up because he requires warriors inside of his and included in his fusion summon, because Zombie World actually turns the monsters in your graveyard into zombies as well. So yeah, there goes the increase into the graveyard. But yeah, so he ends up on the end board, and unfortunately, like, the end board didn't really do like too much. I think like the Link monster made it to where it decreases my monster's attack to 0, and then it negates its effect. But I think like the thing that he was trying to get to was the one monster that you special summon out to the board when you have a field spell active, and it allows you to have two things. It allows you to negate an effect, and then it also allows you to banish a card on your opponent's board. And I don't think like you don't have to when you activate this effect, I don't think you have to declare which one you're using when you do it. But yeah, we didn't draw the best hand, but we opened up with instant contact. We're going to use that to go ahead and bring out our elemental hero Aqua Neos, and we're going to chain droplet to negate the Mayakashi Link monsters effect, because like I said, it'll negate my monsters effect and decrease it to 0. And then we're going to tribute that off for Ferris. So sometimes you got to tribute Ferris when you don't have a hero to discard for his effect. So we go into increase into Vion. And like I said, I just have to be careful here because I can't make Cross Crusader with the zombie world out there on the board. So we're going to go ahead and send our Shadow Mist, use Shadow Mist effect to go ahead and add our Mally from deck to hand. And we're going to banish the Ferris in order to add Polymerization. And here I want to make sure I get DPE out on the board to be able to negate, some of his stuff. And the Infernal Devicer, he only takes 2 hero monsters, so I'll be able to add. Actually, like, one thing to note is like I side out all the other Neospacians except for my what is it, the Grandmo. But really, probably should just side out the Grandmo too, but I just didn't want my Neos fusion to be completely dead. But yeah, that's going to allow us to bring out our to go ahead and bring out an Infernal Devicer by using the vanilla Neos we added and the Liquid Soldier that we had. So we're going to go ahead and be able to pitch our Mally there. And yeah, we're just trying to get to the point where we can make our DPE to be able to like get popping stuff. So we'll go ahead and bring out Sunrise here. And actually should have just brought out what's his name, Shining Neos Wingman on him. I don't know what in the world I was thinking. Yeah, because I could just link these two off into Wonder Driver. And then yeah, maybe that is what I did. All right, so yeah, we linked those two off into Wonder Driver. And then we're going to go ahead and Miracle Fusion, I'm sure. We're able to, use our Flame Wingman and our... No, what did I do? What am I doing? I brought out Ab Zero. Yeah, this was actually like a big play mistake because I could have definitely had did... Yeah, I could have did Shiny Neos Wingman, but instead, I was so concerned about getting DPE out on the board, and yeah, I ended up clearing his board because of Ab Zero's effect. But I could have did the same thing with Shining Neos Wingman. Yeah, that was actually like pretty bad. So yeah, I guess you watch your own videos and you learn things that you should have did. Like I got what is that, how you say, side visioned, or I got vision locked into DPE and didn't see the better combo, the better play line there. So yeah, but we got DP out on the board. He special summons a monster that has the effect to destroy a card on my side of the board when he is special summoned from the graveyard. And I'll go ahead and chain my DPE effect to go ahead and pop that monster, and then he's able to use that monster's effect anyway to pop my Wonder Driver. But that will allow me to activate the Hero Lives that I have in my hand. We're going to go ahead and use that to special summon out the Stratos and add Spirit of Neos from my deck to my hand. And go ahead and set some back rows there. Pass turn to my opponent. During the standby phase, we're going to bring back our DPE. And yeah, kind of really messed up that previous turn. My opponent goes to add stuff again, or actually he goes Dark World Dealings. I discard my Grand Mode and droll him again. And yeah, so wasn't a pretty thing for him to get drolled both times off of the Dark World Dealings, but still feel like, you know, it didn't really like matter as much as it would against other decks, because he didn't do a lot of drawing. A lot of his stuff is just like resurrecting the synchro monsters again and again from the graveyard. So yeah, he starts doing more stuff. He sends the glow up bulb, and that's going to allow him to summon this guy. This is the guy that I was mostly concerned about, because he has that effect to banish and to negate an effect. And I think it triggers whenever a zombie monster activates its effect. And because of Zombie World, everything is a zombie. So yeah, even if I activate my own monster effects, it's going to trigger. So yeah, just trying to figure out what all he's got here. Of course, DPE has the standing effect that decreases the attack of all his monsters. So he has to consider that when attacking into my different cards here. We're going to go ahead and activate our favorite contact. We're going to chain the forbidden droplet to negate that monster's effect, because like I said, we don't want him banishing my stuff. We're going to bring out the shining Neos Wingman this time, and I said we pop cards equal to the different number of attributes on the board, and there are four different ones. So we popped the trap that he had set, we popped the zombie world, we popped the I can't think of his name, and then we popped the one that like allows him to like synchro summon more, the tuner or whatever. Then we're gonna use DPE's effect to pop one of the other cards, because he gets a pop also. And then I'm letting him know, you know, that he can't shuffle the Shining Neos Wingman into the deck, and nor can it be destroyed by card effect. And then on attack declaration into Stratos this time, we're gonna special summon out our Spirit of Neos, use that effect to add the end shuffle. Go ahead and get a little bit of value out of that there, so that we make sure that we kill him next turn, because I do believe my Shining Neos Wingman is at like, man, it was at a lot, like 70 something. And yeah, I told him that it gains 300 attack for every monster inside of my graveyard, but when he goes to summon his zombie monsters, I don't think he like really took into consideration that DPE was going to be coming back and reducing the attack of all his monsters pretty much. So he special summons the guy back out in attack position with the zombie world out there, and then he actually has a second one that he special summons, and he goes ahead and special summons that one in defense position. But DPE, like I said, you know, letting him know that it activated during the during last turn, so it's just special summoning DPE to the board this turn, so it won't trigger his zombie monsters effect. So yeah, I had to count all the monsters in my graveyard. I want to say it was like 13 or something like that. It was a lot, but I want to say like my Shining Neos Wingman's attack was like 7k, I believe it was like 7k or something like that. And yeah, I just attack into his monster with the lowest attack, which was 0 because of all the heroes that I have off in there, and because he takes the damage equal to that monster's attack, it'll also destroy the rest of his life points that he had remaining. And yeah, he wanted to activate the Doom, what's his name, Doom King Balderdrop or whatever, but I do believe it says that he cannot activate that effect during a damage step, and you know, it was already activated anyway. So yeah, we go ahead and take that win there against Mayakashi. Luckily, I popped the trap card that, you know, keeps me from being able to summon stuff. And yeah, we're able to pull out that victory there. And like I said, mostly I wanted to show y'all how easy it was to get the Cosmo Neos lock using our normal combo hero line, just a little bit modified on the way you add the different cards to your hand. So yeah, more videos coming soon on this. Appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. My wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he's shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at all